I have good news. Um, Let them out themselves. Let them out themselves. Okay, so I'm a far-seeing person. I'm just going to give you this bit of good news. Let them out themselves. What they're all not realizing is that the FAFO on this is trending high. And so they're all going to get out there. They're going to put it online. They're going to make the videos. And they all feel that this is their time. They're finally going to reclaim what belongs to them, that which never belonged to them, but they've been lying about that to everyone. It's like I told you about the chosen people. Bigots also feel that they are chosen, although they lack the melanation required to like survive that which is coming, like the open onslaught of the sun on an earth and whose environment that they've destroyed. But we won't go there. That's too far in the future for them. But but I will say this: let them out themselves. Do not sit and allow your energy, your vibration, your heart to like be troubled by this. Because yeah, it's horrific. The Christians, they're outing themselves. I told you guys for many years now, that God, that entity that they claim to worship, that's not what they're worshiping. They've been worshiping themselves. It's self-worship, and it's blood-washed, legitimated worship that's been canonized and sanctified and perpetuated generation after generation. And we're about to see times now, and I know this. I said good news, but this people need to know. We're about to see times in which the people who claimed that they had special access to a deity and that they've been worshiping a deity, their relationship is going to be set on an altar. And it's going to be set on fire. And you're going to watch, as you are seeing right now, you're watching it burn. And you're going to look at the quality of whether or not that relationship survives. Oh, there are a couple of things. And you're going to see the quality of the smoke that arises. This is metaphorical, okay, just to help you all. And this metaphorical sacrifice and burning is going to show you who and what they are. And it is also a self-judgment. It's a cell phone, right? It's like white supremacy. It's set itself up for a cell phone, capitalism, America, all this stuff. It's set itself up for a cell phone. Okay. And they're going to call it persecution. The smell of the burning carcass of what they said was a lamb. It's gonna smell like goat. Smell like goat right now. Smell like just like roast goat. I mean, if you like goat, you know. But they called themselves, that relationship was a sheep. Claimed it was a sheep. What a snow. And you're gonna see that burning carcass get rejected, because that's what they're about to hit up on, and they don't even feel the profundity of the rejection that has gone down for them, because they are going to cry out. They're going to cry out, and there will be silence. It has been over the past it's been years now, but it's been especially highly concentrated over the past couple of weeks that I have had to say to myself, I really do now understand those times, like in the Bible, where it says that God was just like silent. It didn't have nothing to say. It was cried out to, nothing happened, And I'd always think to myself, well, my God, I mean, why would you do that? Even from I'm a writer in part. One of the things I do is write. I'm like, ooh, it's horrific based on what's going on. How do you explain that? But I'm gonna say this. Let me wrap this up, because I didn't mean for this to go long. They're gonna understand very fully the phrase, my God, why have thou forsaken me? That's all I got to say. Because this is not me judging Christians and Christianity. This is not me. Because you have to understand is that no one has to punish them. They have punished themselves. The prophets are going to be wrong. We're in it, but we're about to see some more times where people are going to be going to these prophets and things and trying to figure out what's coming next. And hey, I see a pale horse riding, and reality's hitting, and they're going to be asking, like, what do we do? And they're going to come to realize, because they're going to start getting rid of some prophets in some spectacular ways. Because I had to pause myself, because anybody who's far seeing, if you want more future, you better be careful about how you present that future. Um, but that's a higher concept for people to learn, because there's so much scamming out there going on that people aren't going to understand what I'm saying. Um, but I'm going to say this: do not be dismayed by this, because it affects me too. It bothers me to see this. It bothers a human being who has any form of empathy. It doesn't matter how much melanation you have, how richly melanated you are, or whether you lack it at all. Seeing this stuff is sickening. And I've had to put myself in the position of generating and choosing happiness regardless of what I'm seeing, because what I'm seeing is so hurtful. So I woke up 2 days ago, 3 something in the morning. I do that. Anybody else wake up at 3 o'clock, 3:33? It's like, if you're far seeing, you get a lot of information at this time. And I didn't understand why I was feeling such anger. And then I was like, okay, I need to calm down, because this isn't my anger. I know I'm an empath. Let me figure out what's going on. And I was like, okay, let me see if I can just calm down, because maybe I'm just angry because I'm awake. And flipped on YouTube. I was going to finish a movie I had been watching, and I saw a Christian prophet. I knew that this Christian prophet they claimed to be hearing from God. They... but later on, after years of kind of like, because people don't realize I watch this stuff, because there is going to be a reckoning. And I want to be able to coast that reckoning with as much information as possible. So with this person, I think I won't give a name. People want to know, they can ask. This person is a Christian nationalist. They don't realize it, and they never realized how colonized they're Australian, and of course it's white male, but they don't realize how colonized, how much of a Christian nationalist they are, and it's undiagnosed, and they don't really realize the level of bigotry that they suffer from, and they're part of the group of individuals which has put me on the journey of creating that series, like deconstructing prediction. So that's on my YouTube channel. It's just an ongoing series. I'll have it. And this person is talking about Charlie Kirk and talking about, of course, they're, sad. And they believe that the attack on Charlie Kirk is an attack on Christianity. And I mean, I'm not going to try to, because it was 4 a.m. and I was like, you know what? I'll come back to this. After watching 2 videos of this person really, really out themselves as someone no one should ever listen to ever again until they repent. Ooh, sorry about that. I gotta go get in the school line. But it bothered me. And you'll probably see me create a video about what I saw. And I think I'm gonna have to post it in their queue, because like many people, I sat in deep dismay at how Christianity has refused to deconstruct out of supremacy, because Western Christianity is literally just white supremacy masquerading as a religion, as Christianity. And that, as I was saying earlier today, how the Civil War never ended. It just changed battlefields. Same thing with white supremacy. White supremacy has been running a culture war through Christianity, and it's been doing that all around the world. But seeing that caused a great deal of dismay and anger, and I had been sitting trying to process that. But I'm just going to say this to everyone: do not be dismayed by this. It's hurtful. But the FAFO on this one is going to cost a bunch of them their lives, their livelihoods, because they threw out a boomerang, and they didn't think it was a boomerang. They threw out what literally they thought was a brick.